Is the usher list, I mean, should we get it all mixed around, or did y'all swap?
Chuck had it. I had it last week, but Chuck did it for me because I was feeding him.
Dude, to get fresh, Chuck trying to fresh.
Good job. Make a big corruption.
Hey, Lane, it's you and George. It's you and Mr. George, okay? I'm just messing with you.
I'm gonna have to go get me one of them shirts.
Closest they came out with some new shoes. They got a purple one. First ones I got were like $109. They were messed up for like 3 days.
I'm like, look, I'm like I'm wearing Nikes. They got too blue. I do like it. What size you wearing now?
These are what I have in my Nikes. The Nikes I got, they're 12s.
You ain't got none of them 10s and 11s like that? I got some range on long.
I got some 11.5 bronze.
I got some range on long.
Alright, I'll bring my shoebox down here. My 31 bag.
You ain't got the shots in the house and 10s already.
I've been a real one. That was like 3rd grade.
Seriously, those boots will look like
Thanks, so. I think these are 11 and I'm not going to outdo them. Me and Eddie are the same size foot. My foot ain't even stopped moving yet. I'm going to be like Dallas Bruce for a size 17.
let's hope. It don't be nothing like that.
Right.
Then I will take my belt off to you.
Let's see if we can get this for you. It's a back brace, a neck brace, and a head brace all in there. Y'all could have made a lift belt now to work. So he went with a back box. That was Bruce. He said his dad's been on. So now they're making him wear a lift belt. And then the other day, he cut his finger, had to go get 3 stitches making cookies at 2 o'clock in the morning. His grandma took his knife and hid it in the door. Just that we was all in there talking about all the guns we had He said, my grandma won't even let me have a BB gun. She thinks I'll shoot myself. I said, you probably will. You'll probably be shooting at a target that's going to have a gun aimed at home.
We're gonna take this time for announcements and all. You've seen the springs and stuff, and you've seen the book. Are there any other announcements that need to be made at this time?
I need to make a correction on the bulletin for the water bash next week. It is not 5 p.m. I don't know where that came from. I should have proofread the bulletin before I printed it, but it'll be right after church services will start.
Like a deal.
Out in the, what? After the meal, yeah.
We have plenty of children's church workers that have signed up, which I'm very thankful for that. But we need a couple more nursery people that maybe want to help during the service in the morning and the service in the afternoon.
Anybody else?
If you are a new teacher going into the new year or an old teacher, whatever, going to start in September, Marcia's going to be pulling the background checks. So that's for the youth and the children's department. You need to have a background check for you. Probably start doing it for September.
And I have releases.
So make sure that your background check is updated, are current, and some people may not have them because they are new teachers doing it. Just make sure to give Marcia.
Anybody else?
New swings on the playground. I sprayed it yesterday. I had to put dye in a chemical, so if the kids got in there, they got to put down their feet and come off in the wash.
He's living proof. Look at his feet. He was smart when he got back.
They say that's not proof that they turned into a Smurf then. They like to wash it off. All right,
Means it's working.
motion.
Go ahead. There is the Gaither vocal band will be in Millbrook Baptist Church on November 7th, and several people are interested in going. If you are, let me know, because we need to buy the tickets now, and I will order them, and they're going to be around $35 a piece, and we'll go on the van. But it's on a Thursday night. It starts, I think, at 7 o'clock that night. So if you're interested, just let me know so I can order the tickets.
Also, August the 25th, that will be the baptism.
August 25th is baptism.
Yep. Annalise baptism. August 25th.
All right. Anybody else? If not, moving into our prayer time, our prayer list. Is anyone need to be added or taken off?
I don't know if anybody knows or if y'all put it on there or whatever, but Miss Frances Zellers passed away. Mr. Barney Zellers' wife, she passed away last Sunday afternoon. Well, I mean, they were called last Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, she's on the Zeller family's on the list.
Anybody else?
Being a friend for one of the girls I'm friends with, she just had a baby, I want to say towards the middle of last week. And they've had some complications. He has some kind of diaphragmatic hernia. So he went from being like on 100% oxygen to 80 to now 60. They said that they're going to get surgery scheduled sometime this week to repair it. And so they've been kind of taking it hard. The baby's been in the NICU since middle of next week, or middle of last week, so now he's waiting on surgery. So he's being prepared for Amelia Kennedy and baby Jackson.
Anybody else?
The back to school water bash, the meal afterwards, is it sandwiches and stuff, or is it like a regular
Sandwiches
first Sunday
and
meal?
stuff. It's sandwiches and stuff, no.
So it's, okay.
Yeah.
But we are gonna have, shepherd's pie that night too, for supper, because we had 3 pans left over.
Okay. So you're gonna do that for supper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Along with that.
So it's just like light food after church?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't
2
want,
months before your.
yeah, I was saying, you don't wanna run around out there and kick ball.
Running
Hey,
side.
I want
That's
to-
right. Well,
Marty won't be
I
part
agree.
of it. He's sitting in the shade.
Marty can keep score.
Right.
All right. Anybody else privileged?
Carrie Shelton, she lost her dad about 3 weeks ago. Some of y'all know Carrie. Anyway, she took a leave of absence, so her mother's had 2 hip surgeries in the last 3 months. So she's going up there and trying to back her up. She's 82 years old, and she's trying to bring her down here from Virginia Beach. So it's being prayer for her.
Okay.
I'd like to put, my indirect boss on our prayer list. His name's Randy Spate. He, is, like 52, 53, and he's losing his hearing, and they don't know why. He's had MRIs and all this stuff, but he has, got ringing and total hearing loss in his left ear. So, just being, having our thoughts and prayers that they'll find out why.
Felicia, I think we need to say Felicia. She is possibly starting back to school. She goes tomorrow.
Yay.
And I don't know, I mean, I'm just proud of her as far as she has come. And she's trying to get into Deborah's, and she's trying to work, and she's trying to do her reflexology. She just has a lot on her that she's just trying to do. And I know Joe and I are there for her, and we've already talked to her, y'all. Just pray for her. She just has a lot going on. And she's trying to get her massage, she's trying to go skateboard and everything, and, doing the reflexology, and it's a lot. So just please pray for her, and she goes tomorrow to talk to the school. It's another school, it's a technical college that she was trying to go to, Mont, and we're just praying that everything's gonna go good and that she can start, because she starts in less than a month, so that means we have to get all the financial aid and everything, and we're just hoping that it's all gonna go smooth. So just pray for her.
So I've got a lot of them probably wanting massages, but she's not certified. She's certified, but she doesn't have a license, and she can't do it, so she'll get in a lot of trouble for it. But, anybody else?
I have one. A coworker of mine, his daughter Madison Black, she needs prayer, I think. She's had a problem with Adderall in the past. She's been to several rehab treatments. She actually OD'd back in December, and it messed up her trachea and stuff like that. They had surgery back in May to fix it all. She's actually been sober and clean. And there's a lot of other things going on with her situation and stuff. Like she was involved in a DUI, a hit and run, and all that stuff. But she's been sober and clean. But my coworker last week let me know that she relapsed, and not only did she relapse, but she went to heroin. So her addiction to Adderall is leading her on a path of whatever. I feel like she probably needs some extra. I mean, he's got a support church also, and everybody's praying for her. But at this point, it's probably any other prayer that she can get. But she's early. I think she's 21. I think right now she may have just turned 22. But she's very early 20s, and she's been through several rehabs, and everything was good until last week, I guess, and she relapsed. So definitely lift her up in prayers that she can overcome this.
Anybody else?
I talked to Melinda Fox this week, and she's having a real rough week, so we just need to continue to lift her up.
I've actually got 2, Maggie is leaving on Thursday to go back. We went Friday afternoon, I got off to get things moved in, and, she's not gonna be in Dahlonega, she's gonna be at the Gainesville campus, which is a lot larger place, and I'm having a lot harder time letting her go to a much larger city, and So just be in prayer for her, just cover her in protection, because I mean, that's just my greatest fear, that something's gonna happen in that big old town, and, so I guess I'm probably having a much harder time than she is, but I mean, I'm thankful for where she's gonna stay, because I know the lady that she's, renting the room from and everything, and I'm thankful for that. I'm extremely thankful that she'll be with somebody that treats her like her own child. So, anyway, just pray for her. This is her senior year. And, and that she'll have a good year. And the other thing that's been on my heart since Friday, Al Young had a young man, Mitch was telling me this at school, a young man run into the back of his log truck. And the logs, whatever, went through the kid's car from the front to the trunk. And Al is taking it very, very hard, even though he had not one thing to do with it and barely even realized it had hit him. They don't know the condition of the young man, the name. They did know that he was 19 years old, or he is. We don't know if he was or he is. Mitch was going to get back to me on that. But he's just having a very hard time.
What driver was this?
2 a.m. Friday, Thursday morning.
And who's the driver?
Al Young.
Call it Slim Jim.
So Mitch, like I said, Mitch was telling me this, and apparently this has happened before, not his fault, that somebody got hurt with him out there driving or whatever, but I just felt real bad for Al, because, I mean, it sounds cliche. He's a good person, but, you know, I just hate that anybody would have to go through that, so.
I've dealt with drivers that it hadn't been their fault. I even know a driver that had to get out of the truck for a while because it just messed him up so bad, you know, and totally wasn't his fault. But he said that's a hard thing to get over when somebody dies, whether it's your fault or not. You know, that's terrible. Your mind can just mess you up.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody else?
Be in prayer for Brandon. He's going to start interview tomorrow at Shaw, working for the security plate, a little security building out there at Shaw. So just be in prayer for him.
Everybody got a raise this morning.
Katie starts dental dental hygienist school Wednesday.
Awesome.
Come on with it. Come on with it.
Come on with it.
We don't got a child. Starts tomorrow.
Where is it at?
Okay.
Where at? Oh, we know it's in Augusta, but what about?
You don't
Who
know
you going to work for?
Can you carpool with anybody?
Cleveland Logistics.
I'm very thankful for our Sunday school class. It's just a great group, and we are willing to talk and share and debate. Some might call argue. But I'm very thankful for each one of them, and I appreciate y'all supporting our class.
Anybody else?
I got a lot, so I'm thankful for a lot of things. So I'm thankful for this church. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my job. I'm thankful for the fact that I'm getting this all out here now. Let's see what else. Of course, I'm thankful for Jesus and the sacrifice that He made for us. I'm thankful that I got food and drink. I'm thankful that basically all our basic needs that we have are just taken care of all the time. And I'm thankful for my friends.
You forgot your pastor.
And of course my pastor. He comes to the church though.
Please don't get started on that.
I'm thankful for the recent ministry opportunities I've had. Those have been really good. And I'm thankful for all these things all the time, even though I don't say them all the time. So I wanted to say them today. So I don't get yelled at in Sunday school.
That is results from a Sunday school class. That's how important Sunday school is. If you don't come to Sunday school, you wouldn't have known that this morning. So So, you know, that's why I challenge each and every one to come to Sunday school, but, you know, I'm gonna kind of go with what the Lord's already set in place this morning. I'm not even sure we're gonna have a message because we have a lot to be thankful for. And I want to hear it from other people in this church, other than Stephen and other than Diane. I learned something in Sunday school this morning. If we don't show our thanks to God, we're sinning. Plain and simple. And we need to, as a church right now, open up to one another, just like Will and just like Stephen and just like Diane has. We need to open up and we need to tell each other what we're thankful for. Ethan, what are you thankful for? I can't hear you.
I'm thankful that I'm lucky to have what I have, which is a good family, good friends, a good school life, and a promising future.
Okay. Alan, what about it? What are you thankful for?
Thankful that I have a vehicle that I can drive.
Hey, you know what? You know what? How important is it?
I didn't have one over there.
That's exactly right. How many of us at the age of 16 did not have their own vehicle?
Did not.
Did not. That's how thankful you should be about your vehicle.
Even though it's not me.
We don't think about the things that God gives us through our parents or through our grandparents. You know, we don't think about it. Miss Linda, what about it? Something you're thankful for? Your family? Mr. Bill? The family in church, Mr. Bill?
I'm thankful for a Savior that got me through all the battles I've been through.
There you go.
That's right, amen.
There you go.
And thankful for this church family for never putting me down and supporting me back
Okay.
then.
Okay. George, what about it?
I'm thankful for my family, my wife, and I'm thankful to everybody that supported me in the church, guys. I wouldn't be as come as far as I have and be able to do what I do in the church now. I didn't have folks to challenge me and to stand behind me and assure me it can get done.
Okay. Lane, I want to hear something good out of you. I want to hear I'm thankful for family, thankful for church, thankful for this. I want to hear something good out of you. Are you blessed? What do you got to be thankful for? Give me a specific. What has God done for you?
Lots of stuff.
What?
Lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff. Give me something. Lots of stuff. Everybody in here's got lots of stuff. Give me something.
Pick one thing, man.
Pick one thing. He got too much stuff. He got like
I'll tell you something I think of.
Okay.
Last week at the homeless, feeding the homeless,
Okay.
volunteered to say the prayer in front of the whole group with the megaphone to get the whole thing kicked off.
Would you say you're thankful to God that He gave you the ability to say that prayer? Then that's something you can be thankful for.
That's right.
You know, that's something, you've done something that a lot of people have never done before. And you can be thankful for. Yes, sir.
I want to say something on that about Lane too, because it takes one teenager fooling with the youth. You need one to show the others that they're not too young or it's not too hard to pray. So when you ask them to pray, and Lane does, he does a good job of prayer. And it's a leadership in a way to others to show the other youth that you can pray.
Right.
And whatever you say, what everybody else thinks is not right or not said right or not worded right, if that's what comes from your heart, that's what God laid on you, it don't matter how it comes out. I'm not the best at praying, but whatever comes to my heart, it comes to my mind, that's what comes out because it's God, it's not me.
That's another one that starts out in Sunday school.
Right.
I mean, Jackson and Evelyn, they pray. But when
Jimmy,
they
what
read
about
it, you know, that starts out in Sunday school.
I'm thankful for the church. I mean, I'm thankful for a family of this church that's just taken me in over. I've been here going on 26 years now.
Wow.
Love this family here. I'm thankful for a wife that's put up with me for 25 years. This morning I talked to Coney this morning, and bittersweet. In 2 weeks is my last teaching. I mean, I thank God for the ability for me to have been able to teach for 10 years. I'm going on 10 years now. This is going to be kind of hard for me, but I am taking a step away.
You're gonna know chance.
Oh yeah, definitely gonna. But yeah, I thank God for that ability. I mean, it just, you know, I was one of those ones that I can't teach. I can't do this. I can't do that. And he's really shown me an awful lot over the last 10 years.
All right, for the sake of time, because I don't want to put everybody on the spot, I appreciate each and every one of you that said something. But let's have a raise of hand from somebody that actually wants to share something that they're thankful for. Somebody raise your hand. All right, I'm gonna start over here, Kathy. Give me specifics. Don't just, I don't want general, I want specifics.
I want to first thank the church for being there for me when I need prayers.
Okay.
For the support. 22 years ago, we found out we sat down with from baby. This church prayed and prayed and prayed. And God answered this prayer because I have a healthy 22-year-old dog who is now physically my first grandbaby.
Right.
I'm thankful for my family and I'm thankful for my friends. But most of all, I'm thankful for God that God on that full cross who saved from my sins to give me eternal life. That I know that I'll see Him one day.
Very good. Next, Becky, you have your hand up?
Yeah, Belinda.
Belinda?
I'm thankful that we've gotten to spend time with Devin this summer and do his internship. He's gotten to stay with us this summer. I'm thankful for all of that.
Even though you don't realize that David, sometimes your mother does care somewhat about you. Somewhat about you. She's probably got your picture on her phone somewhere.
I do.
Okay. Somebody else. All right. Stephanie.
I'm thankful that Chuck was home this week.
Okay.
It doesn't happen often, and this business is rough, but we don't make any money when he's home, but I'm thankful that those weeks that he is home, like this week, he was able to take a little bit off of my plate because I started to do something this week, and it was just a blessing to have him home to help me get kids where they needed to go and just be there with help me with all that needed to go.
Very good. Very good. Coleman.
I got several things, not as many as Stephen, but I got a couple. I'm thankful for my family, my kids, my grandkids. I'm thankful for my health, even though it's not perfect. It's perfect with God, it's not perfect, here on earth. And with Jimmy, I'm just thankful that he was encouraged to teach on Sunday.
Very good. Somebody else? Yes, Melissa.
Of course, I'm thankful for my church and family, but I'm not going to go specifics. I'm thankful for a husband who provides, who loves me, and we can have a good time together. I'm thankful for a mama who is not only my mama, but she cares for my kids when I'm at work. That's a blessing beyond
That's big.
Beyond all measure. And not only does she care for my kids while I'm at work, but she provides dinner for me every night. So when I come home, I can go and spend family time, and then when I get home, I'm not having to run around and cook supper and clean the kitchen so that I can have family time with my family at home.
Very good, very good. Somebody else? Somebody, Marshall.
I am thankful for my health. As a matter of fact, on the day that Kimber graduated from pharmacy school, I got some news that was not the best news. But even though whether it was turns out, good or bad, my hope is still in Christ.
Right.
And I know that He'll keep me through whatever.
Right.
But everything looks good. But it could have been, but I thank God for my health.
Very good.
Of course, just like everybody else, church family, a lot of times are the ones that support you more than anybody. And when you ask people to pray, they really do pray. And I thank God for people that not only pray for me and my family when I ask them, but also keep me accountable.
Right.
It's not always good to hear, but you don't want to hear. But I thank God for people that are truly, keep us accountable. And you can ask. And I do thank God for allowing Kimberly, to go through the 4 years of pharmacy school. And her husband was supportive her. That doesn't always happen. It wasn't easy. And I do appreciate that. I appreciate her having, God just worked it out. But we reflected on it several times and we said it was all in God's plan to begin with.
Absolutely.
So it's just so good to see when people are obedient, even though you don't want to go in that direction a lot of times. And I know that in defense of Stephen, Kimber's not the easiest person to live with because she does
have very slow.
She definitely has.
Not only are we getting thanks, we're getting honesty this morning. I like it. Yeah.
So I know it was a little extra harder. So I do thank God, and I do thank you for that. And that's one thing I try to do every day on my way to work, since most days I do drive 2 hours one way. I do try to have at least 3 things that I can be thankful for.
Very good. Go with it.
I'm thankful that God allows us to be saved.
Allows us to be saved. Very good. Very good.
Gives us allow me to be a part of this wonderful family. It's very nice to be able to have children that you can have a mixed family with. They all love you, care for you.
Means a lot. Somebody else. Yes, Scott.
I'm thankful for my wife. I know a lot of people say that, but she's a rock. She really is. The way can teach Sunday school, teach regular school, be able to put up with me.
Amen. Oh, that's Slip. She's like me. She deals with special needs at work, special needs at home.
That's right. But I'm also blessed with the church family that we do have here, because last weekend a bunch of y'all got together and had a little surprise party for our 50th birthday, and I know Maggie was an instrument behind it, but for all y'all,
surprised on
yes,
another surprise.
because I had no idea. I was in cahoots with it for doing it for Diane, and then it ended up being for me too. But you're just blessed to have a family that for me, even though I've got step brothers, I don't have anything to do with them except for one. And people in this church are really our family. I mean, most of us are only children. We don't have nobody to turn to for our needs sometimes. And I'm thankful for the people in the church. I miss one person especially that has passed on, because he was my rock that I could talk to all the time, and I don't have that anymore because I never really picked another person that I truly trusted like I did him. I mean, I trust a lot of people in here, but if you ever said something to that person, it stuck, it was there, and you never had to worry about it going any further, and he had time to spend with me at the barbershop and we could talk. I'm blessed for a business that I have, that you have to rely on outside people to come in to support you, and you don't know that folks walking that barbershop. But I think through that, also, a lot of people always come to the bar and go, well, what have you heard in town? What's going on? I tell them, hey, I don't know because I don't take moans. It's just, so I think I've lost customers over that because they want to come in and spread gossip, and that's just something I don't do. But the Lord has blessed me with the ones that no longer come in there, the ones that like to spread the rumors. So it's all a give and take, and I'm just grateful that the Lord gave His life for me and shed blood, so one day I will be able to be with Him. And I will be able to talk to my friend again one day.
Thankful for healthy family. Got one going in high school, we got 4 more years, and he's going to get to the real world. We got a lot on him the next 4 years, and also I'm thankful for a job. Not for the providing part. They give me a lot of opportunity to see this world. And when I step back on that plane in Atlanta, Georgia, you can see what the world does not have.
Good to be home, man.
And how be grateful you are to get back in this country.
Good to be home.
It lets you see what you don't have, or how you could have, and how good we have. You could lose everything you got right here. And when you come back, you always got somebody help you. You can go to a motel, you can go to a friend. Over so many other countries, when you lose it all, you got nothing. You on your own.
Somebody else. Go with it.
I hurt my back, crazy, I did. I almost fell, I stayed off my lawnmower, and for you guys that play football, it wasn't my spine, it was my sit bone, or where your hamstring muscles attach to your sit bones or ischial spine. But I stayed off my lawnmower, and I fell, and this past Wednesday, I got to nurse for 14 hours. Thursday, I couldn't move. I took care of my regular, she had surgery, she's doing fine, they had to take out one of her parathyroid glands. I was able to survive nursing for 14 hours. I'm glad I'm retired, thank you.
There you go. All right. Thank you. Anybody else? Yes, Rebecca.
My job.
Okay. Rebecca's gonna cry.
Rebecca, you like, that's why I was saying.
Rebecca's gonna cry. It's coming. I saw it coming.
It has taught me a lot of patience. Oh, God, yes. Oh, God, Amen.
That's true.
It's totally unconditional. And I keep saying I want another job, but I haven't found one, and I think there's a reason why.
Yeah. Hey, somebody over here. Come on, praise it.
I thank God for why I'm leaving church and the Christian fellowship among this group here.
And I want to say something on Scott's a while ago about having family members that maybe we're not as close to as there are some church members. Don't take this the wrong way, but y'all heard the old saying that blood is thicker than water. Well, I'm not talking about Christ's blood when I say this, but I'm telling you this, love is thicker than blood. Okay? Love is thicker than blood. Because of his love for us, the blood was shed. The love come before the blood. So you're right. If you got somebody in your life that you can go to, that God has given you, doesn't matter if you can to them or not. Don't matter if you're raised with them or not. Bet will tell you right quick, y'all are as much our family man as we have, period. The only other family we have is in Calhoun. And you say, well, y'all live in Warren with your parents and stuff. Just because you live close to somebody does not mean you're close to them. It does not mean that. Somebody else.
Of course, I'm thankful for you as my provider, as my pastor.
That's a double amen right there.
Which Perry is my pastor. You're my other pastor. But I am thankful for my church family. But, you know, I have a special bond with Linda and Gabby. Linda is my spending money partner.
That's why I'm not appreciative of Linda.
And Kathy,
One of the black sheep.
and Kathy, we have such a special bond. And we've even set up a time where we go once a month and just go out to eat together and just pray together. And it's special what me and Kathy and me and Linda have. I never had a best friend. In high school, I always hung around the boys. Because I was always a darn boy. I was always loved football, and I was just different from the other girls. You know, I like to hang with the guys. And I've never had like women best friends until now. But Linda and Kathy are just my best friends. And if I leave this church, I think we'll always have our bond.
Really?
I said, if we leave. And of course, I'm thankful for my miracle babies.
Yeah.
Because they are miracles. All children are miracles. But in Allie's case, it was just an absolutely true. I prayed for twins. I got on my bathroom floor. And I said, God, it's been so much pain that Allie has gone through to have these babies, the shots, the hormones, the months and months of agony, and just the mental fatigue and the physical fatigue, and her body just bruised all over. I said, God, I know she doesn't want to be, you know, she was raised as an only child. And although she's got some stepbrothers, she was raised in our home as an only child. She always said, I want to, you know, at least 2 kids. And I just prayed that God would just do that miracle and give her those twins, and he did, because she put one egg in and it split. And it's just truly God answered my prayer and give her those 2 children. And you know, I'm just so thankful for that.
Somebody else. Somebody else.
I'm thankful for my job.
I can't hear you.
I said I'm thankful for my
You need to
job.
raise your hand.
I did.
That's raising your hand. So, there you go, Stephen. Yeah. Talk to us.
But just in the line of work that I'm in, a lot of people don't get Sundays off. They have to work each weekend. So I'm glad that I have a job that allows me to be here and still be part of my family.
Amazing how you set that up, man.
Exactly.
Amazing.
And you had good references.
Lord, thank you
A
now.
lot different than other places.
He set it up for me. He did. Somebody else.
I got one. Well, so, like I said earlier, I'm thankful for family, and I am blessed that I am really close, like my mom, my dad, and my brother. You know, some people aren't, but I'm also thankful for this family too. You know, like even though I like married into this family, it's still, when I say family, I mean this group and my group. You know, like all one big family together. And of course, I am thankful for Denver because nobody knows really except for me and her like how hard she worked over these last few years. Like, I told her, I said, I don't think anybody except for her. It was And also mentioned earlier that I was thankful for the ministry experiences that I've had. But that's also because of you. You know, you wouldn't push me and kind of grow me the way I am now, it wouldn't have ever happened. You know, and so I'm thankful for you. I've got another guy that I'm really close to who is kind of like a spiritual leader for me also, and I'm just thankful for you and him because y'all are who I turn to. If I have a question, which I have a lot, you know, all those emails I sent you when I was off work, but I send them to you and him. And a lot of times y'all's answers are the same. And so like when I get that, I'm like, okay, like I know for sure like this is what I can feel confident in this. But I just, if you weren't pushing me, then I would just still be who I was. Yeah, like who I was when I was 5 or 6 years ago when I started coming, you know?
Right.
So thank you for that.
You're very welcome, because it's been a blessing. Somebody else?
I'll add to that. Me and Stephen had a conversation last week down at Decoron's party. You know, we should be more thankful for you because what you dedicated to this church. Because me and Stephen had a conversation. He said, you know, Marty brings a lot to this church. Wednesday night, Sunday morning, Sunday night. He said, you know, and when I'm participating in now, he said, holding full-time job, it's tough. He said, I don't know how he does it. He said, I'm not sure right now. I tell you, I would do it. We appreciate what you give us up here and riding that aisle to get there. You know?
It's a blessing to be able to give, but there's more. There's more to my relationship with Loco than just being a pastor. When you say Wednesday night, I never done Wednesday night because I was a pastor. I done Wednesday night because I was a member of Local Baptist Church. And that's what being a member means to me, like Mr. Bill talked about. It means something to be a member of something. And it means something that you have a say-so. So to me, it's a privilege to be a member of this church. It ain't all about being the pastor or the preacher. But yeah, sometimes it's tough. It still is, you know. And I still have my good days and bad days. But at the end, you know, God has blessed me and my wife tremendously with the job. You know, even though we've had good times, bad times, we've been through some tough times, and we got some tough times to go through. You know, I'm still very appreciative of God. You know, and I have, you know, me and Becky was talking about a while ago. I don't know about other pastors and other churches, you know, about what they think their future is, but I don't look down the road when it comes to another church, because I'm where God wants me. And that's the attitude I have toward where I'm at. And I mean that. Somebody else.
I was meant to mention in my all my thankfulness, Coney.
Yeah.
Coney has Wednesday nights, has pushed me. He's pushed me to learn the Bible, to have these tests on Wednesday night,
Right.
and read scripture, and just have tests on the. I have learned so much.
Coney is not an easy teacher.
No, I tell you what, they're not always easy tests, but they have pushed me to. I just countless things that I have learned.
Sure.
Yeah.
I love Wednesday night.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm thankful for the power of prayer.
Okay.
I'm thankful for an on-time job. And what I mean by that is 07, in a wreck on the way to work, asking the doctor to take a sick call off of him, and when I looked at him and tell him I can't. And he wouldn't tell me why, and I grabbed him and I said, you got to tell me something. And he said, something I think your neck broke. He looked at me and standing at the foot of the bed, he was lying broken. He said, think it's time to call your mama. As she started prayer chant. However, Dr. come in and took a second, he says, I'm finished, might get up walk. About years ago, diagnosed with cancer. He kept telling me, it's going to be all right. Every time I had a doctor's appointment, got good news. Oh, kept getting worse. Power of prayer and everything, that last surgery, got it off. I got to the report. February 1st. Everybody knows what happened to Felicia.
power of prayer. I am so thankful for Satan that it brought both of my kids to where they're at now.
Very good. Very good. Somebody else? Yes, Steve.
I thank God for what we just had today. This has been awesome.
Sure.
This is God answering our needs.
Sure.
You know, too many times we get our needs and our desires just mixed up and everything, but I've heard everything today. I've heard people's needs that were answered from God. God's answered my needs too.
Very good.
And
Diane?
you notice that all the thankful, it's not stuff.
That's right.
Diane?
Just piggybacking on what Scott said, because, I mean, it's so true. I mean, being an only child is not an easy road to walk, especially right
You're not
now.
my brother. You would wish you were only child.
But still, if you have good siblings, you do have that support system. And Scott, just like you said, we don't have that. And so I am thankful for everybody in this church, because I don't know one person that if we need something that we can't go to. That, and I'm so thankful that Scott is willing to go to church with me, and that means a lot, because that does not happen very often nowadays in families, that the family will go to church. But I'm especially appreciative and thankful for the ladies of this church, because it is like a sisterhood, and it was the coolest thing last Saturday when we took a Loco lady picture, and we've done it. We did it at Carrie Ann's wedding. I mean, it was just cool. But I do want to say that there are two ladies in this church that if I ever need the truth, that I go to and I ask them, because they're not going to sugarcoat it. And if I need to talk, they'll let me talk, and that's my Mary and Marcia.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm very grateful for my children. They've taught me a lot. A whole lot. They taught me not to murder people. That was a big one. They're still teaching me patience, but they've also taught me love. Unconditional love. I know we love our spouses, but when you have that child, it's a whole different ball game of love. So I'm thankful for that.
Very good. Anybody else? Somebody else? Yes, Tom.
Can't let Stephen outdo you. But I'm gonna thank David. But Wednesday nights is not about me.
Would you step up?
God directs me. But I learn just as much on Wednesday nights and Sundays. I thank God for the opportunity and His guidance. If you want to learn about the Bible, when you read the Bible, you read it as if you're going to teach it.
Right.
Because you see so much more.
That's right.
Amen.
That's right.
It's not about me. I take my guidance from God.
Very good. Very good. You know what Connie just done, don't you? He made Wednesday nights, but we can't argue with him no more.
I don't know if we go that far.
Connie just said, God told me to write this and this.
It's in the King James. I don't know about that. It's in the King James.
Somebody else. We don't. Yes, John.
There's a lot of folks that, they only have the Bible to see exactly what Jesus is. So me and her, we did it. And not only that did anything, but me and Mama. And when Daddy passed away, she picked up that Bible and ran with it. I mean, yeah, you can see movies, you can watch The Passion of the Christ, you can read the Bible, you can read books, you can go to preaching or whatever like that. And you can learn a lot about Jesus. But when you have her, you see Jesus. You feel Jesus. I mean, there's nothing compared to it. And the fact of the matter is that she's, my little mom, and I mean, she's more than anything. She's guided us and directed us and corrected us numerous times. And still does.
I think she said still does.
I think she does.
I'm pretty sure that's what she just said, man.
There's been plenty of conversations over the last few years, now, y'all know. We understand on the front porch. And there's been so many times that I was here to ask him stuff. But you know what? He's here. She has taught me so much in the last 2 years. And so much stuff that I've forgotten about me. And being strong and making the right decisions and doing the right things and all that kind of stuff like that. But I am so thankful that not only did he give me the written word about how to be a Christian and how Jesus is, following Jesus' step and being what Jesus wants me to be, but he gave me a living example as well. And I am so thankful that Race came in our lives. And I've told a lot of people, had a lot of conversations and stuff. Race stepped in, but he didn't step on. Racy came in our lives, so like that, and never tried to be Racy Mark. Racy only came in our lives. It was the man that he needed us, that we needed him to be, that he needed to be for Mama. It was me and Melissa and our family, that's like that, and support, and he's always there, no matter what, something like that. And I love my baby to death, but I love Racy too. Because I know it doesn't matter day, time, or whatever, as long as he's in the garden. I can call him. And he's right now, he'll be there. But, it's just, everybody just says family and church family and things like that, so like, but it's deeper than that. Because, again, it's not, everybody has family. And the junk that I've seen on the ambulance and the junk that I dealt with last night alone and stuff like that, it's just, you can't help but feel thankful because there is so much loneliness out there. When you're sitting there fighting with a guy because split his wrist open and bleeding all over the place because his family don't understand what he saw overseas. And you can make that connection with him and actually calm him down and get him in the hospital before he leaves there. When you got a young man that's laid out in the park by a gas station because he took a heroin overdose, and he looks up at you and he thanks you for saving his life and everything like that, and asks you, was I about to die? And you point blank tell him, yeah, you could die. A lot of the things that I've done and as far as my job, somebody that ain't easy, I tell everybody, God let me do that kind of stuff. And a lot of the junk that's happened in my life over the last couple of years and everything like that, I know God didn't have anything to do with that. That was just weakness too. And the biggest thing is and we've had
still at that point.
We've had a lot of discussions about that too. But the one thing is just like it said in the Bible when I'll throw it out there. When the Pharisees and Sadducees brought the adulterous lady to Jesus and said she was caught in the act, she's supposed to be stoned or whatever, was the first thing he told them. You want to see what I say? It's the first stone. Mama was not kissed the stone me at all. I was wrong. I know I was wrong.
If y'all ain't hear that, man, said I told you.
She didn't judge.
I've been a mediator.
Yeah. But she never judged me.
Right.
And that was the thing about it. All she did is exactly what Jesus did to her. She loved me. And to be able to have a Savior that loves me as much as he does, but even more thankful to have a mom that loves me as much as she does. I was going to have it. And have a church family that I know that no matter what happens about that everything, I can walk back in here. No judgment, no ifs, ands, buts about it, something like that. A lot of folks may not be happy with what happened. But you know what? There's lots of in this world when you happy about it. But the fact about it is, I know that God loves me, I know my mom loves me, I know my church family loves me. And then my true family loves me. Because saying the person in my family right now and everything that I'm close to, that I talk to on a regular basis, that I wouldn't hesitate a minute to call. And I know they break their neck to get there as quick as possible. And I'm just thankful for that.
That's a good bit. Good stuff. Somebody else. Somebody else.
Thankful for
for the fact that he gives me, lessons of life. The things that I've dealt with and been through personally, that you can actually relate to some problems that people talk to you about. It's hard to talk to somebody about a problem leading up to how God got you through it if you hadn't been through it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's good. Somebody else?
Marty, I'm thankful also and everything for being able to have the opportunities I've had, like Stephen and everything, to go and speak.
Sure.
Eddie could tell you, Diana could tell you, Lum could tell you, at one time, you know, we stand up here, you can try to sing, and I'm standing in the back, and I'm terrified, went over my mouth. And
I find that hard work.
and my wife and everything said, can that thing really not away? You know, I shut up. But, yeah, I guess you say I'm thankful for the gift of gab and all, but sure, like I told the guy the other day, he said something about it, I said, anytime I can go and speak and bring glory to my Lord,
That's right.
I'm very thankful for it.
That's right. Anybody else?
Marty, I'm thankful for my valleys.
Thank you for the valleys.
Because it just proves to me how big my God is.
Absolutely.
Amen.
We need to be reminded of that. Amen.
Yep. And he also gets you out of the valley. He can, thank you very much. Somebody else? This is your chance. This is your chance to honor God by thanking Him in front of people that may actually understand. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. What God said. What He said. Science would say that I don't have a child because I'm not biological father. But God has given Adam to me.
And what science is that? Everybody's having to be better.
And, you know, I can relate to what you're saying, not because of her death, because Abby still has her dad. But I never wanted to be her dad. I just wanted to be Marty. And I was blessed with that. And yes, yours is due to her death. It is terrible. But God's giving you something. Allow Him to continue blessing you in this. And as long as we would acknowledge God in our blessings, look what He has given us. Just the stuff in here today that we talked about. We haven't talked about material things. We talked about family. We talked about family. We talked about family. So now's your chance. If anybody in there has anything else they would like to say, you're talking with what? Your family. And you're honoring your father. So has anybody else got anything they'd like to say?
I do.
Okay, I got Chuck, then I got Billy.
Thankful again for my family and my wife. She does a lot for us. I travel a lot, I drive a lot, and I've been able to make it home every week. There's been times where you go down the road and you see an accident or you see one that's just happened, and
Or you're
sometimes.
involved in one multiple times. You get that when you're the wife and the phone call.
But you see the ones that are really bad, and you go, well, one more minute, and maybe that would have been me right there. So I'm thankful that I made it home. I've been able to been protected, I guess.
Yes, you have been. You have been. A lot of folks call it a hedge. A lot of folks call it a hedge. I know Billy's done this many times, the hedge of protection that God has around you.
So like that, but even getting out of the truck stop, walking to the truck stop, I mean, anything can happen. You walk between trucks and you just think that someone's going to jump out. That's it. I've had people follow me before, and it's just, I don't know, it's not something I should be doing anyway. It's never something I thought I'd ever be doing, but just thankful I can be able to come home.
Good.
And the family's been good without me. There's people around here that have a family about that.
You do have people that will have your family. Yep.
Chuck said show up with flip flops and a t-shirt. You know, like the rest of the truck driver, we go back and chew in his mouth.
Billy?
Well, I'm back to close all the prayer.
Okay.
I can remember long before I was over there, boy, here, you thought it was still on the bed. No way, you get your little oil.
It's a long 24 hours, man.
Oh,
Yes, it is. Somebody else. Somebody else. Yes, Alan.
I'm thankful.
Wait a minute, this has got to be good, because I don't call it to you one time. So I know this is from the heart. You better pay attention to Tasha. I'll tell you what this Bible means.
I'm thankful for Dustin, for stepping up and being a good stepdad.
Yep.
Because if it wasn't for him, it would still just be us three.
Right. Right. It means a lot. And that's when I talk about love being thicker than blood. You know, you know what that means. And you've even lost, but you still know what love really is. So that just proves that God gives love to those who have lost something in their life that they thought there'd be nobody else to replace them. Well, John can tell you that nobody will ever replace Randy. But it don't mean that God can't give you somebody. It don't mean you can't have somebody, and He's giving it to you. And it's a wonderful thing. Yes, Joe?
Marty, that works two ways. When Katie Thomas was little, I was gone. I worked Sunday to Friday, Saturday, and come home. I clean my truck up. I went back to work. I stayed on the road, and now that me and Rebecca together, I have a second chance with Jimmy Kyle.
Yeah.
I go to a lot of ball games. I try to be home to do, even though I try to get up early in the morning to support her. She asked me when we got together would I help. She wanted me to be there. She wanted me to come off the road and be there with Jamie Kyle to help, and I try to make it a point. Sometimes we get aggravated with them, they get aggravated with me, but I want them to be a better person. I want them to know what it is. You have to work to have stuff you want. And me and Rebecca really had to support each other on that, because we have two families in one household and we made one, and you know, we work hard together, and we have to stand behind each other, because if we go against each other on correcting any of the four of them, Katie Thomas, even though Katie's married now, it don't work. We have to work together, and we have to communicate, and I thank God for giving me Rebecca and somebody that will communicate with me, and we keep each other lined up. We had a lady tell us yesterday that she told Rebecca yesterday her and her husband having trouble with over the truck show, but she said y'all look like y'all work good together, and other folks see it. So I mean, that lets me know we doing what we're supposed to do.
Y'all complete one another.
Right.
There you go. So you've been given a second chance to be a dad, and y'all complete one another. A lot of people never have that. So it is something to be thankful for. Anybody else?
God's in the house today.
I want to thank y'all for being my church family. And I was sick with about 3 or 4 of y'all, Linda. I go to town about 1 or 2 days a week. And I used to take my neighbor to the grocery store. But I always see those smiley faces, and I saw Ron and Darius. I saw this person smiling at me, and I took my neighbor, and I didn't get out. And it was Ron and then Tara smiling at me. Because I don't have any family here, and I don't get out of my house without, unless I got a little bit of nursing to do.
There you go.
That was just what I should do.
Very good. Family again.
He's
Anybody else?
not here right now, but I'm so thankful for Mr. Carl.
Yeah.
We write each other. He is my prayer buddy. I pray for him, he prays for me. We write letters and we tell each other things and we don't tell anybody else. And I'm so thankful for him in my life.
Mr. Carl probably knows more about my wife than I do.
I bet you too.
He says he's coming. I talked to him last week. He called me or I called him, but he says he's coming to homecoming.
Anybody else? I thought I had somebody over here.
Marty, I'm thankful 5 years ago. And I guess it's gonna be kind of comfortable. I guess I'm thankful that I have a wife that hadn't cut my throat enough time to drag her through all of this that I've been through. And everybody that is behind the scenes, folks don't know about that has supported me through it. I'm very thankful for that.
God had given you Felicia, given her Felicia during this time to keep her from killing you.
I'm gonna take that.
Somebody else. Somebody else.
I raised my hand, Marty. And I'm not crying this time because this was funny, so I'm thankful y'all can't pick on me today because I'm not the only one to cry today.
Stephen started this kind of sort of.
I know, it's all his fault.
Yep.
Well, they come from the Sunday school class.
Well, I'm in a
This comes from
different
Sunday school
class. I'm teaching a different class.
Yeah, this comes from Sunday school class.
I am thankful for the youth though.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'm thankful for the little ones.
Anybody else? I don't want to leave anybody out, and I don't. There's something else I don't want to happen. I don't want you to leave, and when you get out the doors and it's all over with, it occurred to you that you should have raised your hand, and that you should have said, you know what? After hearing everything that everybody's been through, I've got a lot to be thankful for, and not acknowledging God in it today. So I want you to be thinking about the here and now, and being able to thank God in this moment. Because right now it's about this moment and Him. That's all it's about. Because you know why? We're not promised the next moment.
That's right.
This may be the last chance some of you ever get to thank God again. Think about that. I'm going to hold on just a second, Joel. What if you only had today what you thanked God for yesterday? Think of it like that, Joel, yes.
Well, we all need to be thankful here. The way I look at it is because we have, you for instance, to me, you speak and preach in terms I understand. It's not above my level. If I don't understand something, in the middle of the service, I can raise my hand. We will address the situation. And it was just like a few Sunday nights ago we was here, me and Mr. Irish both was misunderstanding on something.
Sure.
And we took the service and discussed it and made a better understanding for everybody as far as I'm concerned.
That's right.
And to have folks in our church like you and Perry and Marsha and Stephen or Bucky, anybody that you can just pick up the phone call if you're having a hard time, you don't understand something, you put in a situation and you need help to make the best of the situation. Our church is my mama says all the time, we're the biggest small church you know. Because she said Loco just goes in and Loco just goes in and makes stuff happen though. I mean, you know,
that's true.
And if something comes up, you can pick up the phone call and call 2 or 3 folks and put something together for this for this evening service. I mean, out of the church, and we don't have to go elsewhere and have to worry about dragging other folks in. And everybody needs to be thankful for our church and the group we have, because you know that we can pick up the phone and call each other if we need something during the week, on the weekends, or something's coming up. It's all addressed and it's taken care of.
That's right. Anybody else?
I just want to comment on what George said about, what his mama says. Well, at the mission, and when we got a mission dogs, they can't believe our church is this small. Because their church is much bigger than ours, that there's a ministry right there for them, just a couple blocks down, and they don't even help it. It's,
Use the
amazing. I mean,
the parking lot, the outreach parking lot we use.
It's an outreach parking lot from another church that we're using.
Was it last week y'all went?
Yeah.
I made the statement last week to YouTube, anybody who's watching YouTube, that we may look smaller number right now, but you got to realize half of our church is actually gone to feed the hungry. You know, and that was a little statement. And I mean, I didn't count it out person per person, but I mean, it was like the Sunday that we went out doing the visitation. You know, I still want to thank Mr. Bill for what he done that Sunday by stepping in while the majority of this church.
We probably had 25 or 30 people go out that Sunday morning.
They donated Bibles, Pinion and did. How many did you give out? Now, this was not putting them in the bag. This was them asking for the Bible.
Good.
You know, so they're hungry. And they're hungry for the Lord, not only for food, but for, to know more about
So we as a church need to be thankful for this ministry that God has given us.
I mean, and it's tough. And, You have a few ups and downs there, you know, that happen, but you know
Will
what?
always happen.
As long as, you know, as long as we give God the glory, they'll see it through us. And that's what we want them to see, you know, is we have to lead by example. And but we couldn't do it. I mean, look at the volunteers that are cooking. You know, a lot of the people that are cooking for the homeless to help us are on limited incomes. You know, I mean, but that's just God. But we allow it. So, I mean, you know, just to say that, you know, they can't believe that it was that little. And I said, well, you know, of course, us, we asked, well, how many people y'all have, you know, church on Sunday morning? You know, 500. Well, no, that's not quite what we have, you know, but they couldn't believe it. But they're not helping. They just come down there just to kind of see what's going on.
A lot of larger churches would do very little. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. A lot of the larger churches are worried about how large the church is.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, it's just fact. Yeah, it's fact. Okay, somebody else.
This is very.
Yes, I got Caitlin.
I'm thankful for my mom that's been strong and there for me and my brother. And I'm also thankful for Dustin for stepping into our lives and loving me out like his own.
I know Caitlin. And I know what Caitlin has done wasn't easy. Because that's not like Caitlin. Most of the time I have to drag something out of her. But for her to speak out like that means something. That's powerful.
Amen.
And that shows that every one of us has the ability to thank God.
Amen.
It's just up to us whether or not we're going to choose to thank Him. Choose to acknowledge Him. Choose to receive Him. Choose to honor Him. Choose to praise Him. Because He's given all of us the ability to. It still goes back to my choice. It still goes back. I don't want to leave anybody else out. I'm not pushing for anything. I don't want to force anybody to do anything. If you feel like you're being forced to say something right now, please don't say that. Because that's not what this is about. This is God's time. And it's God's Holy Spirit working in you to prompt you to say something. But if you don't want to say anything, that's fine. But I don't want anybody not to say something that God's telling me to right now. Is there anybody else? Why don't you just come sit down next to the judge?
I would never get that. My back still hurts. The church I grew up in, Bethel Baptist, down in Worth County, right at the edge of Tiff County, they've been without a pastor for about 6 weeks. God sent one, an interim pastor,
Good.
for 6 months, and so my twin is very happy.
Good. So just thankful that pastor, that's right.
He's a God-called pastor.
That's right. Good. Anybody else? Very good. Very good. Do you always think that same thought? Not always. Good. Good.
Because in your car on the way home, she'll be like, I can't believe you hate, you know, this.
You know what? The more you, and this is for everybody, the more you acknowledge God and what He's given you, the more you appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you didn't do anything to get that little brother and little sister. You didn't acquire them. You didn't obtain them. You done no work to get them. God gives it to you. God give us His Son. We did not work to get to Jesus. We did not obtain Jesus. That's my Melissa's word. We can't use that word obtain. Obtain don't work. We can't use that because it's a word showing works. God give us His Son. So if there's anybody else, please. If there's nobody else, we're fixing to close. It's okay, next. Yeah, we've all messed up.
We're not perfect, but we love you.
You know, I'm going to. I'm glad for the place that it's not with that.
Good.
That understanding.
We do. We do understand. You hear what Mary said a while ago? He's been through things in life. God put him through things in life just so he would be able to acknowledge what other people are going through.
I read a part this week was about you let the Lord work. Well, I don't like to see. And he see a word all the time. I'm working. I mean, I'm working my butt every day.
I'm sure you do.
And all that's going on is making me grow up. Am I ready for it? I'm not. But I'm trying to put a vote that are there for it.
Jackson's church loves you. The people of this church love you. And I'm going to go back and say what I said about Caitlin a while ago. This ain't easy.
No,
So,
we know that.
For those of you that don't know, this is Jackson. Jackson never says anything. Even when you ask Jackson, Jackson don't say anything. So I am so proud of you right now for just simply sitting there saying that you messed up.
But Jackson, there are grown men, a lot older than you, that don't man up and do what you're doing. And I want to say I love you and I'm proud of you for manning up to your responsibilities and being the man that God has made you, okay? I'm very proud of you and I want to say that to you.
And I am too. And I've
And I'm
always
here
loved
for you.
Unless somebody's got something better. Kind of putting that out there. Thank you. Thank all of you for sharing the way you have. For caring for others the way you have. John, thank you.
Yeah. Amen.
For each and every one of you that had something to say this morning, understand who you were acknowledging when you acknowledged it. Understand what it means. Understand that God had this day set apart for a purpose. So that Caitlin would say something in church unprovoked. So that Jackson would say something in church unprovoked. So that Stephen would actually give thanks to God. I'm not being funny. Not being funny at all. Stephen told us in Sunday school class he's got all kinds of stuff to be thankful for, but he never does it. But he did today. It means a lot to me that we can have these moments. Because it's not about one person in here. It's about him. If you can walk out them doors today and not be touched to your heart, to your soul, to your backbone about what you've witnessed today, you need prayer. You need prayer. You need prayer. We're going to go ahead and have a hymn of invitation for anybody who wants to come down and just pray or give thanks or anything like that. We're going to do the song we talked about a while ago. I forgot what name of it is. Something about the mansion.
Yeah, 208.
208.
And inspiration.
We'll get through getting this invitation, and then we'll have a closing hymn, and the closing hymn will be you two guys coming down. Thank you for standing on this time. So right now, I just want to have a hymn invitation if anybody's heart is where it wants to be, to the point of where you want to come down and just come to the altar and give God thanks. You can do it quietly. You can ask somebody to pray along with you. If it's a time in your life right now where you realize you need to give God thanks for Christ and for what Christ has done for you already that you just haven't partaken in yet, this is the time. This may be your day. So man, if you will, whenever you get there, we'll go ahead and get started. We're gonna sing more than one verse this morning. Glenda's gonna promise me she's gonna play it slow and pretty. So she's gonna do that. And we're gonna do a couple of verses, and if we have someone come down, Glenda's gonna promise she'll play it for the next 3 hours if we want to. So, slow and pretty as we get ready to do Mansion on, what is it, Mansion on the Hilltop?
Yeah.
Mansion on the Hilltop? Okay. Billy probably already knows the words. Okay. Y'all sing loud, because we learned something else this morning in Sunday school class, that we give God thanks and we praise Him in songs. So let's do that again this morning.
Open up the sermon this morning to talk about giving thanks and thank you for all that you give us. The Lord, it's proven that many Sunday mornings, Marty's at the church, starts in the Sunday school room and ventures out into the sanctuary and brings the word. The Lord, please be with the ones that couldn't be here in the city study. Christ, I pray. Amen.
something in your life. I want everybody to go out here today to take something with you, or warm this in your heart about something you heard. It means a lot that we can just actually give God the service. I mean, you know, how many churches today need to just give God the service?
Amen.
Just let God have the service. You know, it ain't about the preacher. It ain't about the congregation. It's about Him. And as long as we acknowledge Him in His house and give thanks to Him the way we should, you know, we will grow. We will grow. So I thank each and every one of you. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all didn't have to come in and open up way this morning. I just appreciate it. It just means a lot. You feel comfortable enough in this house to open up and just share what God laid on your heart. I'm going to get Mr. Will, and if you will, please close in a word of prayer.
Father, we are truly thankful that you have allowed us to be here. And Father, we realize here today that we're nothing without you. And for the Lord, your word tells us for all the sin that comes short, Lord God. We just want to take time to thank you for being the forgiving God that you really are. And Lord, we just want to praise you for your holy presence in this place today. We know without a shadow of a doubt, Lord, that this was your day here at Loco Baptist Church. And we give you the credit and we give you the praise. And Lord, we just ask that you let's continue to bless us in a way that we need to go, and just bless each person that's here today, each one that spoke up, and just bless each family that's represented here. And Father, just we'll give you the thanks. But just forgive us where we failed in so many ways, for it's in Jesus'